Welcome to another figure review. Today to look at the Mezco Toys 112 Collective Superman, Christopher Reeve Superman. This is great. We finally have a really good Superman figure. So yeah, even before I review this thing, I'm gonna say this right now. If you want a 112 scale Christopher Reeve Superman, this is the best one you're gonna get. The NECA one from a long time ago, if you're lucky you can get it, but that's like falling apart and less like articulation and stuff. The head's okay though. And yeah, I can't wait for the Keaton Batman figure from Mezco. I wanted that way longer than this, but this came out. Classic Superman logo printed on the tin, logo there, molded on top. And yeah, another Superman logo on the back. So, and since you know you order these directly from Mezco, they come with an extra little ant figure, like a signature thing inside. Yeah. Right, so I mean the tin is cool and all, but I'm not a fan of this kind of packaging because, well, it's just not good for storage and such. Anyway, so we got this little ant thingy figure. It's like based on their logo or something, and it's slightly articulate. Head moves and arms move, and the legs will take just a little bit, you know. We have an instruction sheet, 112 thank you note, and their logo thing on a sticker sheet or something, whatever. So as you can see here, this figure is like also almost like frozen in time, and it's got these little tabs on there, so you untap them. Come on. Yep, and it just, you know, things just start falling out because of this weird shape and stuff. So yeah, the best accessory in this is probably this Fortress of Solitude stand thing. We have a regular Mezco stand, a little tab in there for, you know, plugging his feet in or whatever, and we have this a Ziploc bag, a little arm tray for the stand, as well as an actual tray with the figure in it. I'm guessing that if this figure is ever released as a standard release and not like a deluxe one, this is all you would get. So inside the tray, apart from the fists on the figure, he also has a pair of sort of grippy hands, relaxed hands, flying hands, and item holding hands for holding the crystal and such. Aside from the neutral face, he also has a more stern face, like this one smiling a little bit, and this kind of goofy smiling face that just looks a bit weird. But I did look at some of the photos of him flying in the movie, and all I can say is fair enough. He's got this kryptonite neck chain thing, necklace thing, and an actual block of kryptonite. He's got this green kryptonite thing, and these two white ones that just fell out there. And these little krypton crystals and kryptonite crystal pieces, they all have a tiny bit of, I guess, metal or magnet inside, which triggers the light up feature on the stand, which is cool, I guess, but not really necessary. They kind of ruin the aesthetics of a crystal because you can see a little bit of a metal, like a nub on the end. And as to why I think it's pointless, well, let's take a look at the stand. So the stand looks really nice, this crystal computer thing. The paint job is really good. They got a transparent plastic there. All looks very, very, very good. Looks very accurate to what it is in the movie, and I like how this stands up. And even in the movie, this is like sort of its own separate piece anyway, because in the movie there's a lot of little steps inside the Fortress of Solitude. Like each piece was just sort of their own individual platform. So I think this is okay if you print out a piece of like white paper or something, or some sort of printout paper display for this to Superman. It would fit right in. It would look really, really good. You don't really need to go all out and do something really complicated and start carving out plastic and expanded polystyrene. Like building a set to display this is not too hard. You can just, because this piece is 3D alone, just print some A4 backgrounds or A3 backgrounds and you should have something really good already. But anyway, so underneath here they got the off button, the middle button, and on button. And off is off and on is, well, it looks really good. It's all light up and glowing. It looks really nice. And the middle button is, well, it's off, but that's because, you know, you just get one of these Superman crystals and there's a hole in the middle there, and whatever metal thing triggers it. So it's there we go. So yeah, so I guess just in terms of, you know, playability or something, I mean, that's cool or something, but you know, your action figure Superman is not going to walk up to the stand and pick up a crystal and slide it in. You know, you're doing that. So having an on-off switch, the only use I can see for this, if you were doing some sort of stop motion and you can't, you know, pick this up when you're animating it, obviously you're gonna start moving things around. That's not good. So you literally animate your Superman figure sticking this crystal into the stand or off it. So that's the only way I can see that being, you know, useful in this sense. But I mean, I guess it's just an option. It's there, it's fine. But they gave us two of these blank, like kryptonite crystals. Could have come with two, one without the magnet, maybe? That, yeah? Oh well. Taking a closer look at the figure, I think the Christopher Reeve's head is really very good. The hair is very nice, the face printing and painting, as well as the eyes, there's a little bit of a glimmer from it, and that's really cool. The bodysuit is, I think his body is a little bit off slightly, but the bodysuit and logo and the belt itself, they're all done pretty nicely. They're all printed very good. And he has the logo on the back of the cape, and this cape is a little bit on the short side, but I guess that's how it is in the movie. The boots are separately sculpted, and it also helps hide the, I guess, the end joints of where the actual clothing does. And it's because, you know, this thing isn't exactly too tight. I mean, it's elastic like fabric for you to do articulation and stuff, but when it gets down to the hand, it does show up the pump just a little bit, but what can you do? It's a 112 scale figure. So yeah, best likeness you can get at this scale. So in terms of articulation, head goes down, head goes up, sideways, looks pretty good. The cape does go up a little bit, but again, it is a wide cape, so you can do a lot of display stuff with it, and at 112 scale is absolutely fine. The torso forward, back, sideways. Honestly, this isn't entirely sure because it's elastic and stuff. The most I worry about is the logo, and I wonder how long that would last, or it would start peeling off or something. And I also noticed because of this elasticity, sometimes the skin underneath shows up just a little bit. I feel like they could have gone the inner body that you don't see. They could have gone with a plastic that's maybe blue or black, so it doesn't show up as much. Anyway, and I do feel like that maybe they used a body that's not exactly tailored for Christopher Reeve, because I mean, Christopher Reeve was a big guy, but the muscles there just don't look quite like him. It's probably just a generic muscle body that they just have around, and they just maybe swap one or two pieces out, but it's fine, I guess. The underwear doesn't go up and down, so the leg goes up, back, sideways, and yeah, this joint is pretty obvious. And the way I try to move this is I'll try to, you know, rotate the plastic, and then I'll rotate the clothing bit back a little bit, so I'm not stretching it too much. So but you know, it does have basic articulation there. The knee joint, again, that stretches a lot, so you really don't want to place him in a permanent extreme pose for too long, because you don't want to destroy the elasticity. There's slight rotation on the boot there, and the boot itself is just a regular sort of peg and swivel joint. The arms go up, down, forward, back, and what I do here with the arms also is I also try to rotate the fabric back in when I'm you know, posing him, so it doesn't, trying to remove the crease just a little bit, but also again reduce the stretch on the fabric. Double elbow joint out, and fists on a peg and swivel. So honestly, he's got a very basic I guess SH Figuarts style like body inside. No butterfly joint on the shoulders, which is a bit of a shame because it's going to be a little bit hard for him to do his folding arm pose, but it would have been really nice if he could do that. So overall, the looks of it is the best you're going to get. Really good face, good prints overall, but like all Mezco 112 collectors with the clothes or fabrics and stuff, just everything on this seems a little bit on too tight side, and I get it has to be, but a little bit wearing to the display in certain poses. Just be careful when you're moving him around. Overall, I'm very pleased with this product. I can't wait for the Michael Keaton Batman. I hope they dive into more of the classic movie releases in the future. Maybe 60s Adam West Batman as well, or maybe the old Wonder Woman TV show or Flash TV show figures. Those would be kind of cool. But I did see that McFarlane's going to be releasing 60s Batman figure, Batman and Robin, so that's maybe enough for me. Just to get them sort of there. That's probably enough for me. But in terms of this figure, the quality is very nice. The price is a little bit on the high side, but considering what you're getting, this nice display, that just the likeness of Christopher Reeve is really good. It's just a very high quality product. I have seen this on slight discounts, online, and local people selling it in Hong Kong, so maybe you can get a slight discount as well. But overall, this is, if you like Christopher Reeve, you like the classic hero of the DC movies and stuff, this is a really, really good figure, and I'm going to be as careful as I can with it to try and make it last as long, but I'm thinking at some point, fabric, it's going to degrade at some point, more so than plastic. I'm going to do my best to keep it safe, but I guess at some point, if the fabric does break, it shouldn't be too hard to replace, I guess. Oh well. Subscribe to Jessica below, because take care, have a nice day. I'll see you guys soon. Bye bye now.